Oh man, that's such a good song. All right, what's up? uh, did my bond break or is that just not working? Let's see. Let's see. Will it come up? Okay, it comes up. All right. How you guys doing? How you living? How you doing? It has been a couple of yeah, couple of days, couple of weeks, I guess. Stress made anger, and anger made problems. So I begin with stress and others. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What up? What up? What up? Have to watch a 30-second ad for Starfield before you can join the stream. Yeah, that's what you get, dude. You know, if you don't have if you don't have an ad block, that's on you, right? Um how you all doing, man? It has been a number of days. Too long. Already fucking you own the game? Jesus. Can't believe. Why'd you do that to yourself, dude? Nah. Uh so how is everybody? It's been quite some time. Been dealing with a bit, and I'll let you guys know about all that. It's better if you don't ask me. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. Same here. Same here. Got fucking finished up this last cycle of games, and then really fucked up my foot, and I've been dealing with that, which has been lovely. Just got it finally checked up. You know, got it all seen to the doctors, etc., etc. Gotta walk around like a fucking idiot for a few days, but then I'll be back into the. Oh, there you go. Cut your leg open. 4 stitches later. There you go, dude. Water doesn't have feet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well. But it fucking. You got me. The peanut free ice cream I buy came out with new fancy adult flavors. And they're like S tier. So I'm eating chocolate brownie ice cream right now. What is fancy adult flavors? How is chocolate brownie ice cream an adult flavor? That's I thought it'd be like, you know, chocolate brownie ice cream. That sounds like the little kid shit, like yeah, I was thinking like, yeah, it's dark. It's a dark chocolate brownie.
You suffer. It's like a curse, but there is hope for you yet.
What up, Nick? How you doing? Appreciate it. Oh man. So yeah, it's been uh I won't say harrowing, but it's been the past couple weeks have been a fucking real pain in the ass, and then getting checked up by the doctor and everything. Thankfully had nothing to do with the pains in the ass, but still, so but I think I'm finally back to normal. I still have some stuff ahead of me to deal with, uh with some physical therapy, stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So what are we here for? Nothing major. It's how to say it? How to say it?
We shall not abandon the dream.
What up, Axer? How you doing? How you doing, dude? Axer19. Do you keep like following and unfollowing? Is that what you're doing, dude? No, it was not a prostate exam, thank God. Nothing major. I don't know to say if it's major or not. A couple of weeks of physiotherapy and shit like that. So I mean, I guess kinda. But yeah, it's fair enough, fair enough. It's been yeah. It's tough to walk, my foot fucking swells up like a balloon and shit like that, so it's whatever. Enough about the pain, all right? A young boomer, exactly. There you go. Yeah, no shit, damn. Like mini elude creature. And adventure. Sorry, my bad. Water's wet. Indeed. All right. Yeah, I'm glad to hear everybody's been alright. Doing well. Uh, it's yeah, kind of weird getting back into the swing of things. Having, I mean, like even before I finished up the campaigns, it was still like what, like one game a week type shit. So there was like it's kind of feeling more like 4 weeks or something. Okay, I got my water, so I'm all set. No, not my retirement. So I guess sorry, let me not lean back away from the mic. So I guess to start it off, there are going to be some community updates. I don't know how intensive this is, or rather, this might just be like more like just kind of like pre announcing, like I guess for anybody who joins the stream, what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. So I guess that is the more along the lines rather than like community updates, because I'm not really changing anything, right? So I guess we could just say like this, like next cycle or some shit, right? Right. Because we're still gonna be doing world building streams, we're still gonna be doing all that shit. As far as like the community stuff aspect of it, everything goes, nothing's really gonna change, right? It's more just like it's more just I guess what's gonna be happening. Stop using jeez. I'd see stars. I hope that's not. I don't know. I don't even know what to guess what that word might be. Yeah, yeah, it's a new format. There we go. So this is to announce that we are actually going to be switching things up. We're going to be playing all of our games in multiplayer Minecraft from now on. So I know everybody's gotten used to Foundry, but I think multiplayer Minecraft offers the superior style of gaming. No, absolutely blocks for the block god. Oh shit, dude. No, thankfully, we will not be playing in multiplayer Minecraft. Although I don't hate Minecraft. It just it won't be what we're doing. Okay. Oh, I see a lot of purple stars. All right, let's build Ekros in Minecraft. What could go wrong? No thanks. Although I guess there is some world stuff that we'll be talking about. Okay, so for next cycle, initially, we were going to be moving into a I think like initially, or at least rather in the past that I had said, I would have liked for like the next cycle to start almost immediately right after the previous one, and to kind of like jump into more of these what's the word? More of these how the fuck do I say this? Like shorter games, and I think that is still going to more of these nuts, exactly. I was just waiting for somebody to say more of these what, and then yeah. All right. So initially, I think the goal was to jump right into the next campaign, right? Just have things consistently moving. And I think that is still the case, right? That is not going to be changing. Although obviously this break in between campaigns kind of throws off that whole thing. So I think that's actually going to be something that actually starts this cycle rather than, the attempt at the finale of last cycle jumping into the next one. So I think that's going to be going forward. But for this next cycle of games, I initially had intentions of running one or two long-term games while filling in these short-term, just kind of throwing them out there, these essentially 4-shot games. That was the intended kind of goal. Because of my foot, I'm just not gonna be able to. The days that I wanted are just completely kind of taken up now as far as the longer term games are going, right? There was 2 days that I was gonna do, and because of the physical therapy and stuff that I'm going to be having to do because of my foot, I'm just not available on those days like I thought. So instead of that, I'm going to be running. No, it's still going to happen. It's just we got to like shift the timeline a bit down. So in a sense, this cycle is almost going to be a bit more of like a filler cycle for what's to come. Yeah. It was that bad. yeah. I've got to deal with some physical therapy stuff. My foot's all wrapped up. I can't put any pressure on it at all. Yeah. So, so yeah. No. A splinter. Yeah, that's it, dude. No. I had already had some issues with my foot. But then I was doing some demolition at the I've been building a house, and we had a how to say it, we had like a temporary building there, like a temporary shed, where I kept like all of the tools and everything that I was using to build the house. Because of that, though, I was taking down the demolition because the house is basically done. It's like, we're right at the tail end. There's just a few things needing left. So I was taking down the shed, and a huge panel of wood, essentially, as I was unscrewing it, came down and just smashed my foot. So yeah. And it accelerated the fuck up. So the foot was already pretty bad going into that, but then that just kind of dealt the final blow. I still finished it, so thankfully the shed is gone. I worked out my anger, finished knocking it down, and all of that. So, but yeah, I'll be dealing with some physical therapy stuff, and initially I had 2 days I was going to do, and yeah, exactly. The shed hurt me, and then I wiped it off the face of this earth. But yeah, just an unfortunate moment. And I was wearing normal shoes. I wasn't wearing like boots. Yeah, I was wearing normal shoes. Which, I mean, I thought it was gonna be a lot easier to take the shed down, but I guess whenever it was put up, it sorry, I got a cough. I built it a lot. It was built a lot sturdier than I had thought. It's supposed to be like temporary, just kind of like something to kind of store, the shit that I really didn't care about. And then Shred tried to. It took me down. And it tried. Did I have a hard hat on? Absolutely not. Call OSHA, dude. I was out there fucking it up. I attacked the gazebo. Yeah, that's a good reference. I attacked the gazebo. So yeah, initially it was going to be a couple of long-term campaigns, which I'm still going to do. I do want to run. I know I was kind of putting on this whole thing like I want to run shorter games, but I'm kind of realizing something about the setting and the way I run games that I actually kind of like the idea of something a bit longer. Like, fucking phrasing, man. Jesus Christ. I actually like the idea of a longer game. So I'm still going to be doing that, but I have to knock out this physical therapy first. In the meantime, this next cycle is going to be kind of like a filler cycle where I want to run a couple of games, still have them be shorter campaigns, and then, get into the mix of who I'd like to kind of join along for a more long-term campaign. Yeah, bring the twins in, deal with Azazel, etc. Yeah. So yeah. So we're gonna be doing Actually, I don't know if beach episodes really. Actually, I think that the campaigns I'm gonna run now are going to be kind of like test runs of the 4-shot style. Like I want to do 4-shot campaigns, longer sessions, but like very kind of in depth. But yeah, I guess you could say this cycle is kind of like the hot spring cycle, yeah, or like the beach episode cycle, right? I asked for a beach episode on Saturday, and look what we fucking got. Yeah. So, so yeah, that's what we'll be doing. But I guess, to say, I brought the damn sky down. I didn't do that. Wednesday campaign did that. That wasn't me. They literally that whole event wasn't even going to be happening until Wednesday did what they did. So, don't put it on me. No, it was magic. It was God rolling. They just rolled natural 20s every time it mattered most. I'm completely blameless. It's not my star. It's the community star. Okay. But so yeah. So what we're gonna be doing, I guess, first off, is 2 long-term campaigns. Ideally, we'll say long-term weekly campaigns, because that's the actual intention. What's up, Milk? How you doing? Jesus Christ. What's the community star? The hungering star. So, moving forward, there will be 2 long-term weekly campaigns. The days for these are ideally going to be Wednesday and Saturday, but I'm not 100% sure. When the physical therapy stuff starts to get kind of taken care of, and I have a more precise, the day for these long-term weekly campaigns would be Wednesday and Saturday. That's the ideal. Yeah, long form. Yeah. The long, hard games. Exactly. Dude, Jesus Christ. What's this energy, dude? That's what the fuck. So, but moving forward, we're gonna have 2 long-term weekly campaigns. And I've been really enjoying the kind of hangout world building streams. Yeah, I guess we're rabid, right? Yeah, it's been a while since stream. There's this it's like, hey, we're back, and like everybody's got this like fucking this manic energy that we're about to expend, right? So, sure. But yeah. So, let me do this real quick. Ideally, Wednesday and Saturday. So this is the ideal. Obviously, like I said, I'm not entirely sure until will they? All right, we'll control the rabble. All right, so ideally Wednesday and Saturday, but again, I won't know for sure until the physical therapy stuff starts to kind of reach the end, and then I can kind of really I can tell different. It may be the case, like depending on how long it looks like the physical therapy stuff is gonna go. Like I might start like the Wednesday one earlier, right? And like maybe have like one long-term kind of weekly or long form weekly campaign going for a couple of weeks, and then jump into the Saturday one down the line. It just depends. But Saturday right now is like my physical therapy day. And Wednesday is another day that I've currently got some stuff going on, but we'll see. So yeah, if only I had mods, exactly. Second, so I've been really enjoying the world building stream stuff, the more kind of hangout streams and stuff like that. I really feel like we've been doing 2 a week basically. Like Tuesdays have been kind of like the low key world building stream, whereas Fridays were the like now we're getting into business type of world building stream. So I think I'm gonna keep that up. I really enjoyed it, and I think at least for sure we'll have so I guess we'll do like one world building stream per week, right? Like one serious one. But we may see. Like like another thing I'm thinking of is like maybe more community streams in general, right? Because they've been really fun. Seems like people really get into them, and it's been a lot of fun. So instead of in the past, I've always done like 3 games per week, and I feel like that's a bit too much, right? I feel like that's too much going on, and with everything going on, I don't know if I can keep up that pace. Is really the thing, right? And I don't want to start getting to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna phone it in. I'm not gonna do any prep work. I'm just gonna completely go off improv, because I did it, admittedly, a few times this cycle, and I just wasn't very. I mean, I wasn't unimpressed, but I just, yeah, it was just a bit, like, yeah, like in Wednesday, I definitely ran a couple of Wednesday games where it was just like no prep, nothing prepared. I just jumped in and we just did it live. It's more just life throws shit at you, and I don't want to. Hey, I'm not gonna be like, oh, we're just gonna do this. Yeah, you took it so seriously. I know. But yeah, I mean, there was like a lot of cancellations this past cycle. Beyond like the stuff that happened like early on that kind of put things off. In general, there was just like a lot of cancellations, a lot of kind of like hiccups in the pacing of the games. And I think this happened. This is for all of them. I think this happened for Monday. I think this happened for Wednesday, and I think it definitely happened for the weekend games. Yeah, the infamous nap cancellation, right? Like everybody being so tired. It's like, fuck it. I'm just gonna sleep tonight. All right, I'm not even gonna run a game. And it's like, if I'm getting to that point where it's like me doing it, it's one of those, I'm okay with it being like a group decision, but if it's me, that's kind of like, or else that wasn't because I didn't that's not because I improvised. That's because it was so insanely hot in my room that I was boiling. I was extremely dehydrated after that game. I pushed myself to the limit, Yeah, my brain melted that game. That wasn't non-prep. That was just fucking, that was me. Yeah. do it for them. Yeah, that was me, stepping up. So I'd appreciate some respect, Yeah. A full 5-minute description of a person who looked like a man. Yeah. The shit's getting bad. But basically, yeah. I just don't want it to get to the point where I just don't want it to get to the point where I'm not able to kind of keep up the pacing of the games, and resorting to kind of just I'm just gonna wing this game, right? I didn't like it. Like I said, I didn't think I did bad. I thought the games that I did completely improv, I think people really enjoyed still, but just for myself, I didn't like going into those games without like some sort of plan in place, right? Yeah, he had beard, facial hair like a man. Yeah, that was a rough one. That's the weather. Imagine calling all of your NPCs wheel. Yeah, that's a joke that like nobody got. I think my delivery on that joke was just too, enjoy your shopping, hoi lepa. But yeah, the wheel one is a joke, and hey, hopefully he's not actually dead, but rest in peace, Will. I miss that guy. I wish he was still around. But yeah. So metaphorically, rest in peace, because he's gone, but never forgotten, as they say. But yeah, yeah. I think we all miss Will. Exactly. It'd be great to have him back, but hey, It's what happens sometimes, you know. No shit. I mean, damn. He added some stuff on YouTube a few weeks ago. Man, that makes me kind of want to message him, be like, dude, where the fuck did you go? What the fuck? But hey. So in any case, I think this cycle, or at least this like in between cycle, I guess we can call it, like, I'm gonna be running a few of these 4-shots, and trying to get a feel for them and seeing how they go. Seeing how how people enjoy them, seeing if they're the kind of stuff that people like to do. Yeah, like the interlude, right? Yeah. I don't think he could handle the banter. Dude, he was fucking great. The interlude. There we go. So yeah, committing to for sure at least one world building stream, but maybe more community streams in general. I really like them. I think they're really fun. I think everybody really likes them, but yeah, maybe it would be more enjoyable to do that. So we'll say like test phase for 4-shot campaigns. How they're received, right? Because if it seems like, man, people really don't like them, people don't want to kind of commit to these types of games, I don't want to kind of force them to happen. It was a guy who joined the community early on, and then just kind of disappeared out of nowhere. And yeah. Okay, so test phase for the 4-shot campaigns. See how they receive. I did want to say, or at least last time around, the intention was to do a lot more content, like a lot more YouTube videos and stuff like that. That's still going to be the thing. I still really want to do that. Get the Patreon stuff going. So just like in general, just a lot more content. That's still going to be the case. And actually kind of now there is a lot more time and a lot more availability for me, considering that I am, I am unable to move around. So, what better to do than just start knocking out this kind of stuff and get like this stuff kind of rolling. So just more content in general. Okay. So I mean, I think that's kind of it. At least it's kind of like the big stuff that I wanted to talk about as far as like what's to come. I did make some changes. At least I believe I did. Let me take a look at the server, the table rules. Yeah, so we're still doing Epic 7. Yeah, do it by recording the stream. I knock the capture editing out in 10 minutes. The rest is render and upload time. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that as well. Like, really getting them going, editing them well. Because if they're 4-shots, I can edit them a lot better, right? I can kind of put them together as like a full package rather than, sorry, Jesus. Putting them together is kind of like a full package rather than, yeah. So I think, I'll be doing that, and I think I'll be, yeah, don't die. Jesus. Yeah, just ask you to turn them all into comics. Yeah. It'll only take like 1 year. It's a shame to let all the content disappear. Yeah, I think that'll for sure be the case. I'm not sure if I want to do it on my current YouTube channel or if I want to make like a secondary YouTube channel that that like just hosts all of the like for the future, post all of the new content. So yeah, really miss the old Saturday VODs. Exactly. Yeah, so people can see us fucking up all the time. Exactly. Also to kind of keep some things going. So yeah, I'll have to think about that, but for sure, I know you've been doing it, but I think I'll take I'll take a lead on getting those things uploaded because I have a lot more time. Okay. Oh, as far as the community games going, I haven't updated the player ancestries or the heritages or the classes. I'm thinking about letting Gunslinger be allowed, but only in case of using like crossbows rather than actual guns. I think that's already like a thing. I'm not entirely 100% sure. I have to read the class, but I'm pretty sure there was like like you can just make it like crossbow slingers, right? Rather than gunslinger. So that might be a change that'll be coming. I don't know shit about the new one, so I'm not entirely sure. Kineticist, I have to read on it. I haven't completely, to be honest, I've been like completely out of the Pathfinder news lately, so I have to read that, and I'll definitely get that updated before the next cycle as far as like, you know, new classes and shit. I know Chris has, Jesus, that's loud. Sorry. I know Chris has at least one player playing a kineticist in the upcoming Thursday pirate campaign, which I'll be a player in, you know, so finally, you know, my time. Yeah, and the exemplar and the animist, I'm pretty sure they won't be out, so that won't be a big deal, but I'll look at them, and yeah. Hector makes his return. No, it'll be one player's playing a kineticist, which is a new class. I think it's 100% okay, based on like what it is. Yeah. Hector's back. Hector is back. He does not die. Hector is undying. And now you finally know who the self-insert is. It's been Hector this whole time. But yeah, Tova's coming back. Yeah, we'll jump into that stuff too. So one big community thing that's changing is a free archetype. Moving forward, every game I run will have the free archetype variant rule used. I mean, you can kill him, but he's not gonna die. You know what I mean? Not in the world. Yeah, kineticist seems fine. Yeah, like the elemental plane shit, I'll just say like you're just conjuring fire, like, you know what I mean? Like we don't have to go like you get your power from the plane of fire and the plane of air. Like I don't think any of that shit matters. I think you can flavor it out. It doesn't matter. But okay. So the only big change as far as rules go is free archetype. So moving forward, free archetype is standard. Everything else is the same. Wounded, we're still doing the same. Automatic bonus progression, still the same. Epic 7, still the same. And for campaigns coming up, we're going to be using characters that are much higher level to finally start jumping into the Epic 7 stuff. Cool. So, let's jump into a little bit of like world updating. We'll do like a heading like world updating. So, this actually got going in one of the, I believe it's either in the question channel on the Discord or in the GM Anonymous. But the question of like distance, I think we need to do it. I think I need to decide distances in the setting, right? I think I need to just figure it out, you know, and just have that be like taken care of. So I guess, yeah, time to get anal, as we said. Yeah, so we'll say like distances, and so let me take a look at the current map. Maybe a map needs to get updated. I'm not sure if it does. But yeah, I guess, you know, if we're deciding like how long a trip, I think the first thing is like maybe I need to retcon the idea that you can go from Dukan, or what was Dukan, to Karth by going west. maybe I need to retcon the idea that you can even make that trip without something else happening. I guess the idea is like, do I decide that the world of Ekros is much bigger than the map is currently to have the opportunity to add other stuff without destroying the scale, or is this all there is? This is a thought that I've had for a while, actually. Because I was unsure if, like, these 3 continents plus the island, like, if I was okay with just that being it, right, completely, or if there's other stuff that's out there that, you know, like, is the world of Ekros so big that there's just been, you know, completely uncontacted land out there. Yeah. Yeah, I think the idea would probably retcon Dukon to Duvir heading east. But I mean, fuck, man, I'm not the greatest when it comes to like distances, you know? Because some other stuff has already kind of been decided, and maybe like certain things just need to be retconned, because depending on the distance that we decide, like how long should it take to go from the southern point to the northern point of Locke, right? Like how long should it take to go from Visgrad, right, all the way up to like the northern parts of Brevik, you know? Yeah, maybe some islands that have been avoided. Yeah, I think I'm happy with the 3 continents as well. Yeah, oh yeah, I guess you're right. I could probably just kind of like stretch the distance between them. Is there something north of Locke or south of Calor? Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't think so, right? Um, we don't have poles. Yeah. Ice capped. Yeah. Yeah, I've never really decided that that stuff is there, you know? I mean, I guess it could be cool. Um, I definitely did in the past say that the map was the entire world. Yeah. Yeah, no pole sounds like, yeah, it's very good. um, Potentially add like ice caps to the north and south. Yeah, so then we just go with like the global thing. Yeah, well, I'm lazy. So we go with like a global thing. Yeah. So north and south landmass. Okay. Impassable. Yeah. And maybe like it's, you know, it's so uh desolate that, you know, desolate they don't, nobody goes there. I don't know. Like a first expedition. Yeah, it could be interesting. Yeah, flat Ekros. Yeah. I don't know if I like that, man. I, as much as I like joking about flat Earth, I'm not entirely sure I'd. I'm not entirely sure I want to like commit to that joke. You know, it's a great real life joke. You know, nothing is better than telling somebody that the world we live on, the globe that we live on, is flat. You know, and trying to be as serious as possible. But yeah, okay. So we'll do north and south landmass, like polar caps, etc. Under Ekros too. Jeez, I don't like the idea of Underdarks. I've never really enjoyed the the society's underground type shit, other than like dwarves, you know. Yeah. Um. Okay, so we'll add a north and south landmass. So this is all the idea for like the big project. For the next couple of weeks, we'll get these done. Like big project. Uh, stretch across, yeah, the entire map. A conspiracy theory weekly topic. Okay, I guess that could be something. Yeah. Right now we only have like one name for the ocean, which is just like it's kind of weird when there could be like a lot. So, yeah. We have like the one specific ocean. Yeah. It's currently we have the only ocean in the setting, which is if I'm not mistaken, it's like the abyssal something. I can't even recall it right now. The abyssal ocean. So yeah, so we gotta get some stuff done. Yeah. Yeah, we can do other seas. We can do other stuff like that. Yeah. Name all the seas. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, that makes sense, you know? All right. Yeah, so there's stuff to do there. Let me just take a look at something and then I'll jump right back in. Oh, Christ. Okay. Okay. This whole time I haven't had music on. I should write this. There we go. Okay. There should be 7 to respect the 7 rule. What's the 7 rule? Is there a 7 rule? Like Epic 7? Is that what you mean? Or the 7 C's? Fair enough. Yeah, so I guess we can do land masses. So we can do like seas. We have 7 planets in our solar system. Ah, okay. 7, 7. Yeah. I think we settled on that. Okay. So to get back to distances. Okay, so this makes me make a big decision because 7 Dragon Balls. Oh, okay. So the world is influenced by 7. All right. I'll have to think about it. So yeah, deciding the fucking scale of the world, man. Fuck. I knew this day was coming, but it was like, you know, it still makes me like, you know, think like, man. Yeah, there's no weekend. It's 5 in Ekros. We'll do the 5 C's. We'll switch it up. Okay. Damn. Yeah, another conspiracy theory is brewing. There we go. You guys are or maybe you only work 3 days a week. It's the communist paradise. Just do a little bit of work, you know? 3 on, 2 off. The good life. Okay. Trapped in hell. Yeah. All right. The reason I like the idea of some distance being situated though is it kind of really decides like how many places are close to each other, right? Like if it takes, you know, if it takes fucking, I don't know, like if it takes something, how long, fucking how fast do horses travel? I don't know. Yeah, like if it takes 9 years exactly to go from Vogmuldir to Dukan, like that means a lot, right? So it can't be 9 years. We need something reasonable, but also not absolutely insane. And with the sailing, it really matters, exactly. Yeah, usually small, most towns want to be within 3 hours of each, right? PF2A is travel, does it? Let's see, travel rules. What is this? The real news? Yeah. All right, great. I guess this decides. I'm back. Welcome back. We don't support conspiracy theories. Yeah. Depending on the GM track's movement, you move in feet or miles based on your character's speed. Okay. So a person could do roughly 20 miles per day walking. That is that? Could your average hero do 20 miles in a day walking? Yeah. Non-stop walking. And I guess it depends. Like in speed, right? Like on a character's turn, I always assume that they're running, right? I don't assume that they're just like, I don't assume that they're just like in combat. I don't think people are like walking, you know? So like, so like, I don't know if, I mean, I know people can do it, but I'm thinking like, does that make sense for like constant travel, or like you can hoof it, but you know, yeah, like I'm always assuming that your speed, your character speed is like top speed in combat. I don't ever think like, hey, I'm just like walking over, you know, like here I'm coming, you know. So I just like these assume a certain speed, but like, okay, if a what's like a normal, what's a normal character speed in Pathfinder? Is that like 25, like 30? It's like 25, 30 is what it seems like. So like on this, a character that moves 25 is going to be able to walk 20 miles a day. But I assume that 25 is running. I can't assume that you can run 20, you know? Like I assume that the walking speed will probably be a lot lower than that 25. Like it'll be half that, right? It translates your max combat speed to travel speed. But I don't like that, right? Because I don't think you'd be able to max combat speed all day, right? I think it's more like you gotta, you know. Yeah, but hustling is only like a certain amount of time. You can only hustle for so long, right? Then you die. Yeah. We're hustlers now, exactly. We are hustling. Hustle. Yeah, since it's not like there's paved roads. So, okay. Man. So have it. It kind of makes me want to get the travel speed from like second edition, right? I'm kind of thinking like running back to like just doing that. Yeah, maybe check out some water vehicles, right? Yeah. Let's see what vehicles these things got. Card. What the fuck's a boat? What's your average? It was 24 miles a day per travel? Fuck, man. Okay. Alright. Fuck. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, 6 mile hexes is 4 hexes. Okay. Alright. Yeah, stuff slows you down. I'm more talking about. It's not really. I don't really care about like the speed per day. What I'm really trying to decide is like how many days I want it to take to go from like Dukan to Vogmeldir. How about we decide that? We decide that, and from that we can like extrapolate the travel rules across everything else, right? So if we decide that a group of 4, how long would it take a group of 4 people to go from Dukan to Vogmeldir if they went the trade routes, right? Like if they went on land, so if they traveled from Dukan, all the way up to Ferrum and then across the way to Vogmeldir. That's what we're trying to decide, Milk. The distance between the two. We're trying to figure the distance, or how many days it should take. And then if we can decide how many days it should take, then what can we do, right? I don't think 4 years is reasonable. I think we're I think that's too much. 3 months. Okay, so if we say 3 months, 3 Ekros months, right? So that's fuck. 3 months with the car. So to take 3 months to get there. So that means that the group from Dukan definitely didn't get to Cramond in 3 days, right? Like, so you know what I mean? That's another thing, right? Some real life equivalent, right? Because I was thinking like, let's look at this website, the true size, right? All right. So let's say Texas. Texas is a huge state, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's how we're having to decide this kind of shit. How large is the world relative to Earth? Yeah, it took 2 months to go. Texas is like 3. So like, I'd say that's a decent size for the continent, right? So if we said, all right, Texas is 801 straight miles from the most northern point to the southern point. 801 miles. So if we say that Locke, or the Locke continent, is about 801 miles from the very top to the very bottom, we can kind of decide there. Yeah, that means it definitely doesn't take 3 months to walk. Walking at 20 miles per day. But we talked about having it. So yeah, because it's probably like 10 miles a day, right? Because it's all rough terrain. We don't have roads and shit like that. I think this music is loud. Sorry if it's loud. The song is loud. Let's see. I think uh we already have, yeah, ship is a little bit, the thing about ship is that it can be very depending on the winds, right? I think walking speed is definitely going to be, yeah, walking is going to be way slower, right? Than ship speed. So fuck. All right, what if, I mean, Texas is pretty big and that's 800 miles. You know, that's like, yeah. So what if we just chose like a different number? What if we did like 1200, you know? Yeah. Yeah, like Oregon Trail days, right? It took months to go from mid-America to the West Coast. Yeah. So if the decision is then it's as big as America, which I don't know if it is. I don't know if, should it be that intense? I don't know, right? How wide is America? Like, yeah, like 2,500 to 3,000. That's the whole thing. Hmm. Ship speed. Yeah, that's another big thing, right? Yeah. Your brain melted at your own comment. Yeah. Yeah, like what if we did the height, because the the way the continent is shaped, it's very like north to south, not east to west, right? East to west is pretty, you know, if we decided that it's like 2,000 miles from the northern point of Locke to the southern point, yeah, maybe what if we did that then, right? So hmm. Hmm. Yeah, because like the width is like nothing compared to the height of the uh I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, like height with whatever the fuck it is, you know. All right, so let's start there. So if it is 2,000 miles from, yeah, actually I think there's a fucking thing here real quick. Let me see. Wonder Draft. I'm almost 100% certain I can actually add in a oh wait, you can see Wonder Draft. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Here, let's see. Everybody can watch me figure this out. Um, symbols, regions, overlay, kilometers, dude. Here we go, dude. So Kilometers sucks, but all right. Yeah, we're using miles. How the fuck do I write this? Oh, measuring tool. Okay. All right, that's great. It's telling me pixels. I don't care about the pixels. I would like to know. Oh shit. There we go. Let's clear that. So, it looks like, hey, dude, it looks like we're about 3,000 miles. What the fuck? Check that shit out. I didn't even do that on purpose. But that's like what would be the southernmost point to the northern, like a little bit under 3,000. And put that in line that there's probably there's mountains in the fucking way, shit like that, right? So, do the measurement of what you sent me. What did you send me? Oh, you sent me. Let's see. Trace the land mass, hugging the land masses. Okay, so then it would be like here. I have to look at your thing, so it's gonna. Hugging the land mass. Okay, so if it came here, let's say if it wrapped around here, and then it went off screen, that's 1,300 miles. And say it crossed. The fuck do I can't. It won't even let me control Z that. Okay. So then it's we do another whatever. Let me move the map. Okay. So that makes boom 1,300 plus 4,200 miles. This also went away, so oh it okay, never mind. Well, no, it's 1,300 plus 4,200. So that's like, is that 55? I'm an idiot? Yeah, it is 55. Jesus, I am an idiot. Oh my God. I was like, isn't that like 65? I was going to say 65. Okay. So if it is 5,500 miles and Chris linked this, he linked let me see, GM Anonymous, is that where it is? Ah, here we go. $100 miles per day is 55 days, which is almost 2 months. 100 miles per day is like a super slow trip. I kind of, but they were a fleet. True. All right. Zigzag gonna catch the wind and shit. I'll say it. Since they're a fleet, 4 knots sounds about right. So 2 months. Okay. All right. So I think this man, get off my screen, please. Okay. There we go. I can't. I'm trying to do something. It keeps fucking with me, man. Yeah. Yeah, now we know how fast they can travel. Exactly. Okay. All right. So knowing this then, right? If this is the appropriate thing, then we know that traveling along this road, which is a road, to Ferrum is 1,000 miles. Plus another like 500. So if it takes 1,000, so if it's 1,000, if it's 1,600 miles to get from Dukan to Vogmuldir, following the northern coastline and then crossing the Dudas Marches, right? Which is what we have here. 1,600. Damn, does it make more sense that it's fucking 20 miles a day then? Fuck, dude. What is that? Let me do the math. Quick math in my head. Let's see. See if I'm still smart or not. 1600. Let's just say like 1600 divided by like 20 a day. That has to be. That's 80 day. That's 80 days. So that's. So then maybe 20 miles a day makes sense. All right. So then 20 miles a day makes sense. Or else we're looking at like real maniacal shit. Yeah. Well, hey, you know, we didn't know this information. Also, in Vrana, you went from Vergon to you went like 100 day. You went like 100 miles. So, and I think I hand waved. Like I said, like you know, you were already like halfway there, and it only took like another 2-3 days, 9 days. By the time you reach your destination, I'll put your level 20. Yeah. All right. Perfect. So this makes sense then. This whole thing. Dude, I just randomly chose these numbers. Crazy, right? So then yeah. So it's 260 miles from Dukan to. Yeah, we definitely assumed that it was much smaller, and we definitely did some hopping. Yeah. Whereas I think from now on, we ain't hopping. You know? I think now we're kind of deciding, like, it makes sense, or at least if we're playing like a long-term campaign, you know, there's like a lot more, yeah. It'll be a lot more like, hey, we're traveling, blah, 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 right? Whatever. You got your shit, you know? Yeah, exactly. We'll do more of that. And I'll try to keep because damn, like, Dukan to fucking cart, like, for instance, the Milks campaign with Tova, like, that's fucking. That's that's like 10. That's 13 days, right? It's almost 2 weeks. Yeah, hiring Wagoneers or buying them, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. Or yeah, exactly. The old streams are gone. You can't. Yeah, I know. I said it like a couple of days. You know, fuck it. We're done. Those days are over. All right, cool. Dude, I'm glad we did this, man. Dang. So then what the fuck? What is this decided? Distances? Yeah, yeah, that exactly. There's a lot more settlements. I think we need I think this world map is nice, but I think we need to do a fucking I think we need to do like a regional map, right? Yeah. Yeah, only major settlements for sure. But I think it's like regional maps would be a lot more interesting, at least, because it'd be a lot more, yeah, like territorial map. Because yeah, if there's one every 20, then that means there's like yeah, yeah, let Chat GPT fill it out. Because if we do the whole like once a day, yeah, every bridge would have a settlement along with fords and crossroads, all kinds of shit. Yeah, like this would be like a spider web rather than, you know. I've heard somewhere mention that the size of a functional empire is about as far as you can get a message in about 2 weeks, since the delays on orders and information beyond a month is beyond impractical. Bear in mind, those messages were sent via missives on horseback, switching out, run down horses, etc. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Rome didn't get that memo. Yeah, yeah, but they also had like the whole regency system. Is that what it? Regency? Yeah. But keep in mind, our setting, we don't have empires. We've got city states. So right, like it makes sense then that a lot of these, yeah, there's also sending spells, shit like that. But it makes sense then that a lot of these are like, it makes sense why Cramond is able to be like a secondary major city state, despite, you know, on a large map it looks super close, but like if you realize that, oh, there's actually like 4 weeks of travel time between the two, then obviously like it makes a lot more sense, right? Yeah, rather like influence. Yeah, so like the influence can be a lot broader, rather than a direct control, right? It's why like Kardos can have its own thing. Kardos had its own military, right, that got annihilated by Tova. Kramen had its own military, right? So cool. I think though then there needs to be more yeah. I think we need more secondary locations, right? I think that makes more sense, right? Maybe keep them at around that distance. But I think like a place like Kremen, there should probably be more. Right? Yeah, exactly. Maybe do some like, yeah. I'll make some stupid towns. Yeah. Well, we've already got one. It's right there, then. I just circled it. I just circled this the stupidest map in the game, dude. No, I'm just kidding. That's fucked up. All right. So can't I fucking place like a one of these things? Won't it let me? Like, why won't it let me? Rather. Oh, create. Oh. There's a button to create, and it's over here for some reason. Oh, I can drag it. All right. Cool. There we go. There we go. We're gonna throw this in the corner, dude. We got it. It's it's settled. Sick. There it is, dude. It looks so stupid. Dude, don't be so disrespectful. Look at that. 100 miles? Just about. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it looks strangely modern for the set. I know. It's put it over to Arcane. Yeah. Right there. It's right there, dude. Nobody cares about this city, right? You know, just the you know, Arthur's Rest. Everybody can see that. Everybody can see the marches. Yeah, just put it right in the middle of the map. All right. No, but I think it's good to have. I'm gonna leave this for like myself, and maybe provide it to like GMs who are running games. But yeah. Ekros service stations are coming. Well, maybe. Yeah, thank you. There we go. Boom. You hear the sound? It's saved. All right, I'm closing this shit. Nice, dude. Dude, we knocked it out. Look. Complete. Distances are done, dude. We did it. That's the big one. It's taken care of. The big project that's over. We're doing a great job. I appreciate everybody. We're doing a great job. Yeah, temporarily. Just like completely annihilating a fucking region. Jesus Christ. Alright, this makes a lot more sense. So what was the scale? Um, shit, dude. How do I share that? Fuck. Um, yeah, 0 to 500 in the lower left corner. How do I share it? I'm trying to think. How do I share that? Because you've got a campaign map that's like cut out of a region, right? Like it's only a specific area we're gonna be running. Yeah, 500 miles is like this. There you go. Yeah. Um. I'll figure out a way to get it to you. Okay. So we did the distance. I guess we can work on north and south landmass. The distance. I thought this was gonna be a huge pain in the ass. But it apparently it's super easy. We just have to, you know. Yeah, there could absolutely be a continent in the middle of the three. With that in mind, right? Yeah. Um. So we have north and south landmass. We're gonna do some seas. Yeah, it was super easy, right? Wow. Uh, dude, we're good, man. This is the power of the hive mind, right? If it was just me, I'd be like sitting here, my nose would be bleeding, right? My eyes would be rolled into the back of my skull. Like a real Bowser moment. Yeah. Atlantis returns, dude. That's what it is. Um, damn, man. Is there any other like big like world stuff we should be doing? I think we should finish the calendar before I start next games. I think that's a good idea. I think maybe uh I think two people have been jerking off too much, and maybe we gotta just like hunker down and get that done. Yeah. Um the Glutodon returns. Dude, why are you starting a huge project? um we just need the names. Oh yeah, the calendar's actually already done, right? It's just the names. I need to name Constellation. Constellation. All right, Constellation. I'll add that under calendar. Constellation. Yeah. The Julia Roberts strokes there with ghost geometry. Ugh. Yeah, exactly. They need to be meaningful. Why does that constellation look like a shark with an ass on it? Yeah, no shit. The Glutodon constellation. Oh no. All right. Astrology. You know. Okay. Damn. There might not be big world updates then. Maybe this world update is really not that big a deal. Hmm. Uh you got the veil. Oh right. Yeah. No, yeah, it does. It does. Veil touched. Figuring the variant heritages. Okay. So, um isn't it variant heritages? Isn't that what the fuck Paizo uses? Uh Versatile. Yeah, whatever. There we go. Versatile heritages. All right. Yeah, I have notes on them, but well, stuff was figured out, but I think we should do a bit more about it because there's been some new stuff like for instances, Jesus Christ, for instance, if we go up, we have stuff that's been added, especially in the what the fuck was this? The slang and sayings. We had, where is it? I can, as soon as I see it, I'll see it. Nightbloods, right? So like, Nightbloods being like derogatory regional slang for fetchlings, or red and tieflings, all the thing, right? Like, where else? Wasn't there another one? I think it was all just Nightbloods. I think that's what we decided. Bootskins. Yeah, bootskins being Vishkanya, yeah. But yeah. I think what it was is deciding how they are how they're represented in the setting, so that if we ever stop playing Pathfinder for whatever reason, it kind of still holds, right? Like at least the lore and stuff kind of remains, without it being like, like in the future, it's gonna be a while, but like, yeah, the rest are like modified by the veil. Yeah, so kind of figuring all that out. Yeah, we've got the standard fantasies that you'll see in any system, right? Orcs, humans, dwarves, whatever. But everything else is just like modified by the veil. To make sure like the lore, yeah, keeps in line with things in between systems and all that shit. Nah, fuck halflings. We discriminate against short people. Deleted by the veil, exactly. Only dwarves, right? We are discriminatory. Yeah, I'm afraid of short people because you're all closer to hell, So. Nice. Alright. So, I think I'm gonna pause for here. We're at the 1.5 hour mark. I'm probably gonna be doing another solo stream for tomorrow. Right, just kind of like continuing on this, maybe working on the big project and stuff. Like sorting out some of these other stuff, like maybe like tomorrow we'll mess around with the polar caps and stuff like that, and get things going. So, so yeah, it's been nice hanging out. I'm glad you all jumped on. I know it's been a while, so I'm glad to get back into the swing of things, get things going. And so over the next couple of days, I'm not entirely sure 100% when, but certainly this week, I'm going to go ahead and be posting the days of recruitment for the next cycle of games, what days I'll be available, and we'll be doing some of the some of the stuff. So if you'd like to get involved, the best place to be is always in the Discord. I appreciate you all hanging out. It's been fun. Senpai. Yeah. But yeah. So thank you all. Appreciate you hanging out. If you'd like to get involved, obviously best place to be is in the Discord. As I said, I will be posting the recruitment days for the next cycle of games coming up soonish. And yeah. So thank you all for hanging out. Hope you have a good day or good evening, depending on where you are. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you when we see you. So hope you guys have a good one. Peace. Later.